Alright, so this week I checked out Death Trap, and I was pleasantly surprised. Now, I do quite like Tobe Hooper's films, really like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Poltergeist, and this one didn't disappoint. So it's a 1976 American slasher horror film, and Tobe Hooper's third film, coming directly after Texas Chainsaw. It's more commonly known as Eaten Alive, not to be confused with Eaten Alive, directed by Umberto Lenzi, and we're going to be covering this one in episode 9, I believe. So the plot to Death Trap is pretty straightforward, really. It's about a crazy killer named Judd who runs a hotel and owns an alligator, but he refers to it as a croc. It's violent, it's sleazy, and it's very dirty. It's a very well made little film, if not a little aimless. The plot is basically people show up to this hotel and Judd with his alligator kill them or they fight back. So, a little lacking, but this is made up for with the acting and casting. The villain, Judd in particular, is very watchable. He goes from happy to sad really fast, and he's always rambling and mumbling to himself trying to justify his actions. We also get a great performance from Robert Englund playing a character called Buck, and he says a line that most people will probably be familiar with. And we also get a Brian De Palma regular, William Finlay, who's playing a very bizarre father.
Name's Buck. I'm raring to fuck.
This film is filthy through and through. The main colours used are greys, greens and browns. Everything's dirty and grotty and covered in a thick mist. There's even a few sleazy scenes thrown in there for good measure. The print as well is this really low quality film, which for this sort of film works perfectly, really makes your skin crawl. And the sound design is excellent as well. It's jarring and twisty and weird, and it really adds to the uncomfortable atmosphere.
What? Oh, sir.
We are a little bit let down by the violence. It's nothing too special. I do quite like the scythe going through the neck part though, that one's fun. But most of the violence is done off screen or in really quick cuts so you can't really see what's happening too well. Now, let's talk about this alligator. It's a bit of a letdown. It's mainly just this naff looking puppet. And I'm not even sure if they used a real alligator at all in the whole film. It does make for some funny scenes though. And time for the case. All seems fine, sells the film really well, info correct, all good. No tagline unfortunately though. Now the old logo's used again this time. Great stuff. And we get nothing new with this release. Chapter select stills and filmographies, and the same two trailers again. So Shogun Assassin and Psychic Killer. Bit lazy, but oh well. Overall though, really liked this film. It was a great little video nasty that makes you feel like you need a shower afterwards. If it does look interesting to you, this release is fine for the sort of film that it is. but there is a nice Blu-ray out there by Arrow that's probably worth your time. So, good film this time, and next time we're going to be taking a look at the shortest film in the whole Screamtime collection. Drive-In Massacre.